Hello and welcome to a Last Minute Continues Sunday night live stream where you just missed Vija doing a fantastic impression of apparently Mario if he was from Transylvania. It was an unusual thing. I want to unplug your sink. Right.
Okay.
So, as I was saying, look, I have a purple lightsaber blade. It's cool. Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to go out here and up here.
It smells of lavender, while it scorches through human flesh or alien flesh.
Yay! I could see stuff happening.
Yep.
Isn't it great when you can see things?
Yeah.
I mean, I like it.
No, this is the city I was thinking of. This is in another Star Wars game, and I think it's one. I'm pretty sure it's one where you play Jango Fett. And yeah, it's horrible.
You just had to look up before the sniper shot you, so there's no logical reason why you know where the sniper is.
Yeah, so to give you an idea, there would be a guy right up there who would shoot me, and there would be a guy right down there in an interesting crossfire that I would have no idea about at all.
Also, you're very low on health.
This game works, everybody.
This game is mean.
Anyway, we're actually going to have a little jump over here.
Force jump.
Yeah, indeed. I'm going to use those back to tanks immediately. Do the net gain.
I was gonna say it's like it is back in the days where leaps of faith were always the nice little junction of some kind. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Question: how did you make your lightsaber purple?
I put the cheat on.
Oh, okay.
I used the cheat to change the colour.
Yeah, he's cheating for aesthetics,
That's fair.
No,
to say.
no.
not to actually be better at the game.
But everyone knows if you use Samuel L. Jackson's lightsaber, you suddenly get better at lightsabering. Have I missed something in the week that I missed?
Right.
To be fair, Kev's lightsaber wasn't purple that week.
Well, it went between purple and blue because he had to reload saves where the cheat was deactivated and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I saved. And
although I wasn't in the call last week, obviously, because I've been dealing with a lot of things as of late, especially in the last month. So
No.
for the LMC people, obviously, because nobody really follows me on Twitter that much, but I've only got 200 whatever people following me or whatever. But
It's more than me.
I doubt that, Phil. it's like
Hold on, I'm going to check this.
well, I kind of hover between 290 and 292 at the moment. So anyway, last month I was diagnosed with having an abscess, very in a very delicate area, shall we say. I don't want to be too graphic on here and gross people out. And went into it had to be drained through surgery and whatnot. I've been spending the last month or so trying to heal that up, because what they do is that they leave it open for it to heal from the inside out.
Yeah, and they pack it with wool, right?
Well, some packing materials of some kind to help soak up any kind of like excess healing.
Yeah, excess gunk.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't too large, John, because I know I literally know exactly how you feel.
Yeah.
Because I had exactly the same thing about 3 or 5 years ago.
Right. Well, it's a sizable chunk.
Oh shoot! Well, there goes my head. Thanks, Meridian.
One.
Headshot.
Hi, who said you could just keep talking at me afterwards? I'm dead.
But yeah, so speedy recovery, John, because I know it's not nice.
nasty.
Yeah.
Well, that was a brilliant headshot actually from.
Wow.
Yeah, actually.
But that was way too cool for us to just go back on now.
So what we've now found out is Greedo probably did shoot first.
We did shoot it first.
I forgot about the
That's
guy
it.
around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble again.
Wow, the delay on mine is massive.
Oh, for the love of God! So you can't even. The accuracy is
you're just not-
ridiculous.
Well, true. They are stupidly accurate at times.
Also,
But,
hello,
I-
random genius.
Yes. Thank you for the well-being. Granted, at the moment it's not that fast. I wish it was faster. I mean, I don't know how long it took you, Josh, to heal up from.
You
An abscess.
probably don't want me to answer that, but mine was.
Well,
quite
I've
large.
heard the maximum I've heard is 3 months.
Okay, yeah, mine was 2 years.
Well, 2 years.
However, bear in mind, mine was most of my back.
Right. Okay. This is in a more delicate area
Yeah.
for me myself. Your back, I think. Well, with your back, granted, it's not as well. Okay, it's a delicate area, obviously, because it's next to your spine.
I think
but,
it extended from the same area all the way up my back. Was the problem?
yeah.
So let's go on to happier thoughts, maybe.
Shit, where is he? Where
Yes.
is he?
But yes,
Is
I
that then-
do genuinely.
If there was woodwork.
This is a good point. Does anywhere in the Star Wars universe still use wood?
No.
I'm
Yes,
sure I've
there
seen it
is.
in the dash of a car.
There does use woods. There's some Jedi. I think use a form of wood in like elaborate handles for some sabers.
I was gonna say.
I'm just thinking now. It's like we have Jedi's who are descendants from Hacksaw Jim Duggan and just chucking.
This is a giant 2x4 with a laser beam sticking out.
Yes, a Jedi using a 2x4 as their weapon. So use the Force. Oh!
I was gonna say. I did. Yeah, I know there's some like old school Jedi that use the old lightsabers where you have to carry a battery pack with them. Oh yeah.
Sorry,
of course.
That just seems impractical.
Also, random genius. Yes, I do really realize my fuck up, and I said Endor, and it's like, no, that's somewhere else. It's like, what's the bloody Wookiee Ewok village?
It's
set
one of the
in?
Kashyyyk.
Moon's vendor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kashyyyk, sorry. Kashyyyk is the Wookiees planet.
All right,
Endor, the forest moon of
it
Endor is
probably
where
has
Ewoks are.
that's probably where all the Jedi's harvest all the wood, and it's just getting all the trees from there. Who knows? Anyway,
Anywho.
Kevin's just on a sliver of health here. It's like.
Yeah. There are 2 back to tanks there though, if I pick the right one.
Trial and error, Kev. It's always been the case in
I know
gaming.
which one it is.
Which, by the way, I hate how people think that trial and error is bad game design. But here's the thing: games have always been about trial and error.
Take that, you swine.
Also, there's quick saving and quick loading in this game. Trial and error doesn't have that much of a consequence.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, don't forget to save, Kev.
It's just like, just every time. It's like every time I can't stop, but then I can't aim either because I can't stop.
It's like, Doom guy, you are not.
There's another one up there, and I can't even see him. If I'll stop, I'll die. So
Yeah. They are very accurate with their blast. It's like, I don't know why, people.
You gotta love artificially extending the game by making
Right.
it so difficult that you cannot finish it.
Okay. Well, my
I hate
target.
games.
Oh, okay. Pretty sure it actually shot me through the legs then, but apparently it hit me in the knee. I used to be a Jedi, and then I took an unseen sniper laser bolt to the knee. Because oh no,
Well,
we're doing
that
that shit
game
again.
forgot. Oh, did it? Oh wait. Plus, it didn't shoot you in the knee. It shot you in the crotch.
It spread from the knee. My disintegration. So.
Yeah, that looks about the knee.
I'm not sure that shot you in the
Oh,
knee.
there you are! Oh, I've spotted the
not
bastard.
sure that
He was
shot
shooting
you
me
in
from the
the
top, and as soon as I spotted him, of course, he
That wasn't
managed
me.
to shoot me. Despite the fact that so right. Let me get this right. He shot me, and then within the 4 seconds of me like just zooming in on him to spot him, he'd already charged up a shot enough to vaporize me.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh my god.
That sounds
Yep.
about right, doesn't it, everybody?
What
This is
we
old-
up to? Is it 4,
Context,
5?
That's how delayed
count.
my reactions are. By
Well,
the time you hear me reacting to the first shot, he shot again, and I'm apparently reacting to the second.
Oh,
That's incredible.
yes, in surprise to nobody, the amount of delay is exactly the same as the amount of delay it's always been on here. Oh, son of a bitch. And
basically,
again, I can't actually zoom in. I can't zoom in to shoot him because he just shoots me multiple times.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem. You can't move and be zoomed in at the same time, can you?
I cannot do a damn thing about that guy.
Thermal
This
detonator.
is why this level just sucks.
It's a
And
thermal detonator from that
Snap.
distance.
just throw it and shoot it.
Just
It's
we've heard
not-
we've heard of leaps of faith. Now we need throws of faith. You know, just chuck it. You know,
To be fair, that is exactly what grenade is
so
for.
it gets the target.
See, unfortunately, Phil's idea, I was about to say the ASMD shock rifle might do that, but this gun actually looks like an ASMD shock rifle from Unreal.
right. Take that.
Oh heavens. That was scream.
More thermal. Sneaky, sneaky.
It's like,
That
yeah,
actually
didn't
works.
see that coming.
That's evil.
It's not evil, it's called stealth.
Oh shit!
It's called getting the drop on a fucker.
But yeah, that's another way of putting it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to swear anymore because of YouTube was as good as YouTube.
Wait, we're not supposed to swear anymore.
Shut the
Nah,
fuck up.
you choose.
Well,
You can
beep.
Beep beep.
Right.
What-
Okay.
what?
There you
So
go.
that
After the
guy's dealt
beep, just
with.
use my beep.
So you're telling me I need to act like the Roadrunner now in my Let's Plays now, if I want them to have to be good enough for YouTube. Awesome.
Maybe.
Meep.
Please, John, remember to declare that you have a passing sponsorship with Acme in the video details.
Acme,
Yeah, I mean,
the one company that I wish actually existed.
Yeah, it's not like I'm actually part of the Acme Corporation.
Oh,
of any
come
kind.
on! I opened the door!
I'm not like their CEO or anything like that.
No.
Kyle Katarn has died. Yes, I know. Kyle Katarn opened the door and had very little chance to
And
do
you
anything
say you
about that.
practice this, and yet.
I didn't practice it. I just watched and so I knew where I was going because later on.
So that was your revision.
And that
That
ladies
is super
and gentlemen,
inferno.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Sanity
Blue.
slipping away.
Thermal detonator.
Sky Kyles! Skyles!
Skiles.
Skyle Katan!
And I was right, I did leave a fucking bag to take up there.
Let's jump your way up there.
No, I haven't got enough force, frankly, yet.
Ah.
This is the thing. Kyle got his force powers back, but for some reason it takes an eternity.
Just climb your way up, Carl. You're.
Of course, Kyle leapt backwards and the lift
Use
wasn't
those
there anymore.
arms!
Hilarious.
You have arms! Use them!
I'm going to use them this time. I'm going to use them this time. That was the initial plan, and then I opened the door.
Wait, did you just destroy his thermal in the air?
Yes.
Okay.
I probably did, yes. Right,
Oh boy.
take that
I like the way that
You know,
like,
oh,
the
I was gonna
trails
say-
when it
No!
gets
I was gonna
to-
say,
No.
for
Absolutely
an
no.
ex-Jedi, he can't fall too great of a height or else he'll die. It's like, but usually Jedi have this
Whoa,
ability of just being able to land
Whoa!
and jump all over the place.
What just happened? Why is my video loading this second?
Alright, Kev, what are you laughing at?
I feel like something just happened.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Ah. Okay.
Internet.
Okay. Wait. Right. Okay.
Okay, so you forced push the grenade, and somehow that still was able to propel behind you.
I
To the
don't
door,
know.
and then
It
exploded.
makes no sense. I'm using the freaking saber. I don't care. Right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna quick save up the lift. I don't have to do the lift anymore.
Unknown command weapon rev. What?
I dread to think. That all I know is that there's another freaking. Oh, these Rodian snipers, man, they're just ridiculous. It's like, yes, I'd like to go the other side of the wall, please. No, you're dead. Or you're severely injured, one of the two. Oh, man. Where are we going? Well, that was the question, was who's going to shoot me? And I'm down to 1 health because I dared to go round the corner. And I went round the corner again and was killed. This is absolutely hilarious. It's like,
That's
don't
one way of
move
describing
the
it.
game. It's preposterous.
And I'm guessing you can't actually deflect anything with your lightsaber.
No, I'm not strong enough.
Well,
If I had better force abilities, I'd be able to later on. Right. Now. Somebody has the ability to shoot me. But I don't know where from, so. Oh. There is an enemy somewhere in the direction of east. It's just like, you see everything.
Pretty good direction.
Look, Simba. Look, everywhere the east touches is death, basically. And there is nothing you can do about it, but whatever the case, glorious.
No. This is obviously them explaining the
They're being generous.
It's like
and
Simba's asking a question. It's like, what's that dark place? And it's like,
That is Lucas.
That there is the realm of the Jedi. You should never go there. It only brings death.
Side. I like that. This idea. Right. Okay. Right. In all seriousness, where is this guy? Where is the guy who shot me?
I don't know. Somewhere in the first.
Right,
he's probably on a lower level somewhere.
Look, I'm standing in the. Oh, actually, don't forget that for the time being.
I think it's the same guy that was killing him when he was down on the lower
I
edge.
shot that guy. I swore I shot that guy.
No, you went past him.
Right.
Also, are you able to jump back down there and get that other back to tank now?
If I were to leap down there, I would die because I'd jump too high.
Really? Also, that guy has back to tanks over there.
Oh, hello. I know he does have back to tanks, I can't get over there yet. Also, he's so far away, he's in the dark, and I can't see him.
Yeah,
so there's no way for me to shoot him, because I can't physically see him. Oh, wow. I love this game. Well, let me just say, I love this level, because it's just impossible. It's just ridiculous.
That's not what they call love, Kevin.
Right. I am just gonna run. Basically, I'm gonna run like straight from side to side and vaguely hope that.
Racer Robin ran away.
Bravely ran away.
Let's go down again. And instead, let's go out this way. Because I did deal with those guys.
Just goes back to the question of it's like remember when games were actually a challenge to get through? You kids have it easy these days. Dark Souls.
Gotcha.
Oh. Huzzah! What was the other game that someone was showing me the other day? It's stupidly difficult.
I want to be the guy.
Nah. It's an old
So, wanna be the
PS1
guy?
game.
I want to be the guy, but I don't have a green card.
Okay, can you jump on that floating platform?
Yep, don't worry. We are already in a lovely new world of
Pain.
not having to worry about things. With my 5 health.
Oh no.
And 20 armor.
Yeah. Right. Do you see? I'm on a bridge. I'm gonna wait for people to catch up. But you might see there's a thing there because there's a thermal charge there. Yeah, we don't really want to.
So are we technically going the wrong way now?
No, we're going the right way. We're just being very, very gentle about it. There we go. Oh look. Electricity. Games will tell you that you need to do something about that electricity, otherwise you'll just fall in there and die. So, that is an exploding barrel. Easy way to get yourself killed is just to explode it right next to it. Can we get rid of that fight? Yes, we can. And then we need to do something else over here. And go into this particular area.
Yay, more thermals.
Ah, force. I have used the force. We have some company up there. Of course, I did everything I could to avoid it and ended up stepping on the bloody thing. Okay. Right. Well done, Kevin. This is hilarious. Say hello if you're in the chat, by the way. I see the random genius.
Not to be confused by the genius.
I'm trying to remember the last time you saved it.
I'm not gonna.
Think back on the thingy or whatever.
That's not too far
Elevator,
back.
yeah.
Wish there was an easier way to discern what the ammo types were.
Right. You're going to turn the lightsaber off here, because you see there's a nice droid here, which is doing something. Now, I believe there's actually a secret up there. Oh, great. And I'm guessing, because I will not be able to jump that, but I'm guessing if I stand on the droid... Stand on the droid? He doesn't like being stood on. But how do I get up there then?
Activate the panel?
No, you can't get up there with that.
I thought it might bring it down, but...
Fine, be like that. Okay.
I love how the droid's bouncing.
Bouncy, 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 fun, fun, fun.
How many times do you have to jump on its head before it blows up?
It's not Mario, alas. Right.
Yeah.
So whatever's up there can stay up there. I can't be bothered to find out.
I'm going to assume that it's using the same tech that Dr. Robotnik was using in, when he was capturing the Master Emeralds in Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
So wait, what does that switch actually do?
It's puts out
Does
one of those
switch
arm
things.
there. But I would like to get over here, please.
Because it's back to tanks.
Yes, and I kind of need. It's perfectly possible to leap over there, so I'm not quite sure what the problem is.
Invisible walls.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have a double jump.
Actually,
Do you?
that... don't think so. Not yet.
No, you've only got like a jump and a flip afterwards. So.
Yeah, but the flip's still part of the same maneuver.
Oh,
It's just not responding to. It's not responding to me pressing jump.
I'm now worried that my assumption of frame rate might actually be the issue.
Well, what is this running on? 30 frames?
Right. Honest to goodness, you can get over there.
You just don't know how.
It's just not responding to me for some reason. Oh, for God's sake, come on. Pressing the button. Pressing the spacebar. That means you jump, please.
I would say grenade jump, but that would probably kill you.
Right, this is... Right. No. Was it done? Come on. Right. So... Thank you. There we go.
Phil, what's our death counter at yet?
Oh, shut up.
Well, it's not in triple digits, that's for sure.
Right.
God, if I could learn to type.
What the heck did he know?
Like I said, well, we have invisible walls. That was an invisible path.
There we go.
Yeah.
Voila! Look, this
Oh.
area.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Why?
Why?
Because he can't be bothered anymore. I mean, granted, I can't blame him because I was the exact same when it came
You can
to.
leap over there. That's where you leap from, by the way. That's it's perfectly
I was
doable. I've seen
I was
it done,
exactly
I have
the
done
same.
it. So
Yeah, I was exactly the same when it came
Perfectly
with
doable.
the Minority Report. Okay, you know,
By
I said
fairies, maybe.
I want to put on sheets. you know. Or hell, I
I
want.
did say at the beginning of this thing that
The
if
ancient
it gets
magics.
stupid, then... Not, to be
Yeah,
fair,
you-
I'm not
you should
going
back
to
the
get
tank.
the great. I could do so, but I'm not going to. There we go. Okay, so we're going to... And then we need to do...
A, save. B, use your back to tanks.
Those look like garbage haulers to me. They must end up at Reelo's.
Come on, you.
That's the sound of him moving while in no clip mode.
Well... Is the target going to let me actually do the force pull on this thing? Because that's how I do it. So... Like, can't make up his mind whether or not he wants to or not. Look, you see that thing there? Pull.
Did a zoop.
There we go.
Did the zoop.
The zoop was done, whatever the frick the zoop was.
It's nice to know that
garbage, right.
it's nice to know that the one entry in the series I'm missing is probably the most glitchy.
There we go. Need to get past those.
I wouldn't say glitchy. It's like probably more finicky.
Bitchy. Oh, for God's sake! There's another sniper. Piss off! Right at the death. Right at the death out of nowhere. Suddenly shot in the back. Just no.
Shot from the back. And you're sorry.
You give game design a bad name. Right.
See, I like to stop myself. Kevin likes to finish.
There we go. Right, I'm just gonna go straight in here because I'm back to a blue lightsaber again. Boom. Right, because we now have force jump level 2.
Yay.
Joy.
And,
So now you can jump higher.
Yeah, and it also gives you access to this secret area right from the bat. I'm going to get
That's
rid
good.
of my back tanks, and the reason why is because oh, look, there's a back tank. Oh, there's a back tank. Oh, look, there's a back tank.
Use all the back to tanks.
You there, droid?
I'm not bad, just my master.
Okay. You may live this time. I might push you. There you go. What if you... I'm just going to not move at all now. Yeah, get out of the way. Right.
Phew.
Welcome.
What is that smell?
Welcome to where the garbage is. As Grand Admiral Thrawn's dropout brother, who was the bartender, told us earlier. The garbage is. And this is a bit of a mazy level, so there's lots of doors which we'll have to try and open in time. There's also nice little panels where those snipers lurk. Also, my lightsaber's gone. Give me back my lightsaber.
I guess the game just does not like the color purple.
Give me lightsaber. Yep. Dealt with him, dealt with him. With explodey box. Explodey box. Oh, right. Get some of that. Some of that.
Oh, that's where I'm stuck in.
Hello!
Yay, thermals.
A secret area, which is perfectly accessible, really, just by anybody. And I'm back to tank, isn't that lovely?
Get all the back to tanks.
Yes, we shall be. Anyway, so that's
Also,
that.
I also forgot to comment on the secret area that you found in the last level, which was just basically a open area kind of like thing It's like, these secret areas are not so secret.
Some of them are a bit dodgy on the whole secret aspect.
I was
Some
saying,
of them,
probably, you know,
some of them genuinely are like devious.
yeah,
quite a lot.
hidden in a under a you know an access panel or a breakable wall or something or other. But in an open area on a ledge, that's not such of a secret. You know, it's like
The secret is in getting there.
the secret isn't getting there. That's not a secret. That's a task.
Yeah.
There's actually a box here that we call it right. Leads us.
I just imagine what this game's, you know, definition of a secret level is. It's like, oh, well, secret level? Ah, a large hangar for spaceships. There you go. There's your secret level.
You want secret? Here's secret.
Secret Death Star trench run.
Alright, so there is not one, but you might be able to see over the top here, two of garbage hauler carts here. And I cannot push this one forward because of the other one behind us. What I need to do is go around the other side and sort out that one somehow. So we're going to be coming back here at some point. And there's goodies over the other side, which I can't get to, including more back to tanks. I like those.
Question, how many back to tanks can you actually hold?
5.
Okay. Jeez, Carl, you can jump now.
And there is annoying enemies at the top, and if we can get them before we activate them, all the better. All the better.
AKA more funnels. Oh, sniping.
Take a little bit of time. Somebody's spawning it.
Yeah,
See
you
if we
missed
can
it.
get rid of some of these guys before the droid's still there. That's what's keeping the door open.
So I totally liked how you got that guy earlier of the ragdoll physics. Oh, you gotta love ragdoll physics sometimes. Like, he was just majestically flying through the air, welcoming you to, you know, just, you know, he's thanking you and showing his appreciation by giving you a glump hug. But
And you know
sadly,
what
he missed.
And the pièce de résistance would have been, he did the Wilhelm scream.
See, that would be too overused if that was the thing. I'm sure that's a code command for the thing. Just change all the death screams into Wilhelm scream.
All death screams become the Emperor's death scream.
Does anyone remember that? Because I don't.
Well, actually, it was, for some reason, it was also the same scream that is now used, I think, for when Luke falls in Empire Strikes Back. When he falls into
Weird.
the bottom of Cloud City. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we've got rid of those guys now.
Without
Please note I
any
said the word
damage?
think. Therefore, when I get shot later on, or I get a thermal detonator
It's your
on
own,
my
it's your own
face.
fault.
Right.
Oh, just
Anyway.
them.
Oh look! There appears to be some form of thing here that I can get into. And this is, in fact, a garbage crusher, which we're able to get through to the other side. There's a back tank in there, and hell no am I getting that, because that's a pain in the arse to get.
I was gonna say that's a problem with sometimes when it comes to original original ideas for like original games and stuff like that, where they, they can't just be fully original based on the franchise that they're based upon. They have to have a nod or a reference of the franchise that they're being a part of. Like, for example, the Garbage Crusher here, because that's a reference to the first, Star Wars film, like New Hope.
Gotcha.
I just.
You got someone around the corner.
Kev's having fun again,
Thanks
you
for
guys.
coming. Right. Another thing, you should, depending upon what you do, you should be able to cross and jump up to there, and I'm willing to bet that I can't do it. But I'm going to give it a go.
Oh well, you know what that means.
If I can jump, no, there you go. Oh shit! I think I just saved. I thought save game while dead. That's quite useful. I pressed the wrong quick key. Run. See, that's nice. That is good programming. Disabling the quick key as soon as it's clear that you're going to die. That's good. Anyway, so we're going to do the slightly longer way. Oops. Except for some reason lost the ability to move. Right. Let's try this again. Let's try this again with some degree of skill. I've been messaged on Skype. I can't see what it is. Oh shoot! Who was that? You're standing in the air, and that's what you get. You get exploded. Another back to tank, which is kind of useful. Oh, okay. That darkness is death then. Okay. Isn't it lovely? Right. Everyone's silent. I'm not quite liking that. What's going on?
We're still catching up.
Alright.
Either that or Skype has died, one of the two.
Jump at all now. Okay, thank you. Just come down. Lovely.
All the quick saving.
All the quick saving. You need to quick save. You really do. I can't be bothered to run up here, so I'm just going to use speed. Right, so this is where we were getting shot at from. Honestly, there's some goodies here. Through here. Up and down, all around. Da, 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 da. Oh look! It's that truck from the other side. So we literally went all the way around there just so we could do that.
Yeah, we're still catching up. You just got more ammo on this end. Or at least on my screen. Wait, so does that mean you've now got...
call? Because I couldn't hear John then, and John was apparently speaking.
I couldn't hear John either. John?
Sorry, I'm just muting stuff and whatnot.
Okay.
You hear you kind of hear well, Skype hears a click every time I mute myself because I'm using my headset mute thing and whatnot. Like my headset has a mute button on it.
Yeah.
Unlike other people who can't use their mute buttons on Skype.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm still digging at that. You know,
I forgot to say. You know, I said we've got level 2 jump. We've got sweet wall. We can do wall running now, and we can also do this sweet wall somersault.
Yes. Good.
You have faith.
Yeah, look at that. Just do that all day. Sod everything else.
Did anyone get my reference?
Mirror's Edge.
Yay! Good job! Yeah, great!
Mirror's Edge, what's that?
A game no one's ever played. Although to be fair, I haven't played the newest one.
Sequel that no one has ever played either.
Right.
I played the original. I haven't played the sequel. Although isn't it a retelling?
Reboot. No.
Let's go and sort out, if we can, over here.
The secret. Honestly, this one just feels like way too much effort, though.
There we go. Right, now we can run through here. Now. Right, these tracks, it's always... people get confused because these tracks actually hurt you. But if you actually look at them... Wow! I'll just prove that they hurt you. If you look at them...
They look like a lot of knives?
They're actually red hot. And they're going down there into what is assumedly some kind of furnace area. So that's why they hurt you. They hurt you because they're like boiling hot.
Yeah.
It is annoying because they damage. Right. We will need a blaster for this next period.
Blast him.
Blast away!
Gotcha. I saw the little slit there. Ah. God. Unfortunately, it's one of these instances where it is raining thermal detonators again. Halle freaking Luya. So, they want thermal detonators? I'll give them stinking thermal detonators. There you go.
This is already the best level.
There's for everyone.
You get a thermal detonator, and you get a thermal detonator, and you get a thermal detonator, and you get a thermal detonator. And if you look under your chair, there's a thermal detonator, and that was the end of the audience.
And Jedi Oprah went on to.
Yeah. Darth Oprah.
No. Sith Oprah. Sith Oprah went on to rule over the galaxy of TV talk
I'm
shows.
pretty sure Oprah's on the grey side.
Grey side.
Isn't the lady Sith something oppress? So it's not that far away. Anyway, those guys are down. They're down. They're deeper and down. 6 feet under. And then some. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh shoot! Boy.
I was looking at some of the moments there where, like, you know, I thought that the blast radius would definitely catch you a couple of points, but no, it's like even though you were quite close to the explosion, it was didn't really affect you too much. It's kind of weird. I don't know if that's an inconsistency or anything. I don't know.
This game inconsistent? Nonsense. Right, okay.
Gotta love some of this bouncy physics.
Indeed. Right, so we've got something to destroy the lightsaber there, which will open up all the doors. But before that, there's a grate here, and there's also another pathway up here. This actually takes us to the top. Where we were before, and we killed all those guys. And guess what? You see this path up here? We're not doing it. And there's a very good reason why. If we actually followed that pathway down, we would die.
Is it because it's another garbage compactor?
No, we can follow the path all the way along, and we can find the entranceway to Reelo Baruk.
Also, you deflected some of those lasers.
Yeah, I can do some. I'm
You
using
can't
basic
it's like
stuff, but
I was gonna say long distance sniper rifles. Yeah, it's like that's or sniper beams. That's a little difficult to deflect.
yeah, it is a little bit different. Okay, woo! We've got one of the other guys, but we can go through here, and
Yeah. That's the thing. He can deflect, you know, mint flavored laser beams,
right.
but
okay, I will show you what happens. No, I won't. I've just pressed the wrong button.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
exactly.
hell. I'm stupid. If you hadn't guessed already.
No, you're not.
I really am.
No,
so
you're
I'll do
not.
that again.
No.
it does.
No.
It's me, Kev.
I can't be bothered with this. Yes, let's. Wow, I'm horrendously bad. Right, so I'm in a much worse position than I was. There we go, some. Following me. Right. Exit. We are going to do this here, go down through here, through the grate. You can see there is actually an explodey box there, which then blows up into the room beyond that door. So we will be coming back here. Right, so there is nobody up here now, with the exception, I hope the only exception being the guy over here. See, he's there. So now he's been done and dusted. I'm going to hopefully show you what happens, because, oh look, you see you're going this way and everything's fine, and there's a lift and stuff, and what's the password?
Garbage.
Omega.
Swordfish? It's usually swordfish, isn't it? Isn't that how passwords work?
And then you get the wrong password, you're dropped into that pit, and you're electrocuted because you got the wrong password, because you don't know the password, and that is why we're not going that way immediately.
Yay!
So yes, we get to kill those two guys at the top again, but it's relatively quick. There's also a back to tank over there.
Oh man, that sounds pretty cool. It's pretty cool electrocution. It doesn't make any sense.
Also,
You know.
it also makes doubly not sense because you could have just force jumped out of there.
No, I could not. It was too tall.
Ah.
So yes, we destroyed that. Then we'll just double check. Yeah, there's a steaming, smoking hole there. We will can just run straight over these, I believe. Okay. Rolling somewhere. There we go. Hello. There we go. Where's your mate? Where is he? You're dead. You're dead. There's another back to tank there. There's two back to tanks. Back to
Did all the back to tanks.
everywhere. Right. I've still got 3 in my inventory after going max health, so that's good. We are doing well. We are doing very well.
Don't jinx it.
You're doing very well, and that's the end of the matter. Alright, so we can now go through this hole that we've made into this area.
Reelo sure has a lot of heavy firepower to guard a bunch of trash.
Right, so we take through that, and look, we're back in the main area. So what we can do instead, we've done that, because we need to do something else. The only other way is down. There's another pathway through here. Let's see where this takes us. Could take us anywhere. Nothing in that door. Nothing in that door. What about these? Ah! What are those little floaty lasery things that the Jedi use to train?
Oh, I can't remember the names.
Yeah, little floaty shooty thing. And Kyle does a little wall jump. Display celebrate. There we go.
Wait, floaty shooty things? You mean Vanguard 1?
No. Hey, so what's through here? It's a cutscene. That's what's through here.
Katarn?
Story progression!
Oh, Seeker Drone.
Lando,
There we go.
what are you
Does
doing?
that mean we finished the goddamn level yet? Or
I'm
is it
sitting
like...
in a cell.
No.
What about
No,
you?
that's like half people.
Oh.
You too? What's the Republic want with him?
We got to a
One done.
cutscene. It's getting to the end of the level. Ah, you wish.
The Remnant? Blast. Now it's starting to make sense.
What?
Over the past few weeks, a mineral
like-
smuggling ring has
It's only
infiltrated
at
the
least
custody
one
of Desmond.
one
Real
cutscene
slick
in this
group,
level.
too. They
Nowadays, you have about like 7 in one level.
We knew what hit us. No one knows who's behind it, but it's become obvious that
Or
Reelo's
you can Metal
got
Gear
hold of
Solid
the
where you only have
transports.
one, but it's
I
a
came
very
down
long
here to
one.
find Reelo and persuade him to hand over
Hi,
the names of
phone.
his employer.
Persuade?
That's going.
Hello.
Hey, I can be a charming guy when I want to. After a few bar fights and card games, I hadn't gotten any closer to Reelo, but
Does
I
it
had
seem
begun
to be
hear
getting
about
everything
a
at
remnant
once
bigwig
for some reason?
named Katarn. Then I was captured.
There you go, phone's on silent.
Son.
You know him?
Wait, is that
He's a
Lando?
dark Jedi.
Yes, it is
The
Lando.
Remnant have been performing sick
I was gonna
experiments
say,
on
it's like,
Republic
ah,
citizens,
fancy meeting you here, Lando.
among other things.
We have achieved a
Like
Lando.
I said, the remnant
He's also
connection
really
makes
deep with
sense.
it.
These smugglers are much more organized
Yeah.
than the kind of scum
Voiced
we
by
usually
Pete
get on
Williams.
Desmond.
Yeah,
They've got to
proper
be
voice.
Imperial.
No. We
Want me to get you out of here?
we ported him
It's
into
not too
the
much
game
trouble.
Tron style.
You'll need
We
the
shot him with a
password to
laser.
get into Reelo's command center and open the cells.
So is the actual
Everything-
actor.
It is actually Billy D.
Yeah, it's Ruby Bleals.
Yeah, so we have a password now, which is Ruby Bleals.
Yeah, me
The
too.
password is the password. We
Right
need to
back.
get Billy D. Williams out
I'm
of the
not
game.
going anywhere.
But I was gonna say, I mean, normally with certain like licensed games and whatnot, they can never really get, you know,
The
like
original
the actual actor who portrayed the actual character from a source material in the game version of that license or whatever.
But
Yeah.
but in this we do have Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian, and we do have Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. So
Well, Mark isn't special anymore, is he?
It's not special
He's
anymore.
actually a voice actor, so it doesn't really mean anything.
I'm not quite sure when we came back from that cutscene why Cam was doing this weird sort of upskirt of Kyle there, but
Why
yeah.
not one up
Come
good
on,
Kyle?
get me out
Wait.
of here.
The captain wants to peek a feel.
Anyway, let's get out of here. We know we got to go, but I showed you earlier.
So, question: does Samuel L. Jackson appear in here and scold you for stealing his
He was yonks
lightsaber?
ago. In terms of the game history.
You've gotten your continuity screwy.
What do you mean?
That's a grievous sin.
I've heard this rumor that supposedly he's not actually dead from episode 2, and he's coming back for episode 8.
Well, he's not coming back, no, but there was the whole thing about how Samuel L. Jackson spoke to George Lucas and was like jokingly just like, so, am I dead? I make it so I'm not dead. And Lucas sort of going, yeah, all right, okay, then you're not dead. You're happy now. I was like, yes, I am. So that was kind of a thing. Right, there is this back to tank over here.
Don't worry, you'll forever live on in our hearts.
In our hearts,
in the MCU.
in our minds, and in probably other
That's
places.
where our hearts are now, right?
I know what's a heart. Also, why aren't you getting that other back to tank?
The one that's over there that's really hard to get to. It's under a platform.
No, this one that you... Oh, wait, no, it's a shield booster. I know it's back to tank as well. I think it's actually getting more common for actors to voice their own characters now.
It's usually part of a tie-in with the actual contract now. So it's a little bit different than it was in the past. And the deal was that, you know, it was for likeness and also for sound recording. If they kind of bundle things in, and of course that's good for the actors because they can do stuff at the same time.
They can have good times.
I've got to kill that guy again. Ooh. Take me up. There was a secret. Take me up. Okay, it's not an actual secret apparently, but oh, damn it, it should be. Look. Okay. Go through this way, right. I know what's lurking behind here. Nothing, because this is where the guys dropped their thermal detonators from. But they did leave it back to tank, so that's good. Basic rule of this game, have you any back to tanks? If so, good.
You're actually
Try this again.
You're actually on max health and max shields at the moment.
Won't last long.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, judging by this game, it's totally just gonna be like shedded through like a hot knife through butter.
Fancy.
And I have to specify it in that way. It has to be butter.
Butter.
Now, one thing you will notice, there's actually a lot of cameras around. There's also this secret area over here, which is really sneaky.
I was gonna say, if there's cameras all around, we're definitely not playing 5 Nights at Freddy's right now, okay? I'm saying, getting sick and tired of that.
Except the new one's out on Friday.
Fuck!
Oh, yeah, it is.
And I won't be able to play it because I will be in Manchester.
Well, it doesn't matter if you play or not. I mean, come on. It's like, it's 5 Nights at frickin' Freddy's, for crying out loud.
Well, you can always get it later.
Like, I mean, it's a series that is that has overdone itself, or overstated its welcome. I mean, it's had how many games now? 5? 7?
5,000.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, and everyone complains about the bloomin', you know, Call of Duty series or FIFA or whatever, and it's like, yeah, they didn't release like 2 or 3 games in the same year, or at least 12 months within a space of 12 months. You know.
I bet you they would if they could.
Well, actually, yeah, probably right.
It is EA you're talking about, so I'm surprised they actually haven't.
EA and Activision, they're both effectively bad as each other.
Right, anyway, so we got rid of those.
Although Sega's in the same park for that as well, with some of their projects. Who are they? What is this?
I'm not sure they know, frankly. So
what is this Seagal you talk about?
Although it's quite interesting because we had a debate in work because people were saying, "Oh, what good does Sega do anymore?" I was like, "Well, what about their strategy games? What about the Football Manager game?"
The fact that they own PC is
Yeah.
a big thing.
with the three franchises that they have under their helm, which are the Total War franchise, the Football Manager franchise, and now, most recently, the Warhammer franchise.
Yeah.
What's the other one they've got?
Company of Heroes.
That's the one I was thinking of
franchise.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, is like they have literally become like a strategy juggernaut. I mean, I suppose you could kind of call Football Manager a strategy game.
Technically, yeah. It is technically a strategy game
It
because
is a
you're
strategy game.
strategically setting up your team to go in and win your matches, which is the objective.
I was
So,
extremely careless there, as you might have noticed, but frankly, there was a.
frankly, you don't give a damn.
I'm gonna reload because it was purely just so I could have the satisfaction of running down that corridor, just mowing them down with my lightsaber. After all the sniping,
Yeah. Have at it!
yeah, it was pretty much just like.
But the second one is going to involve more thermal detonators, right?
I'm sorry, Josh. You just have such the.
No, this time round it's gonna be still speed and run, but it's gonna be a more cautious approach.
I like my thermal detonators, I'm sorry.
I mean, granted, there's love for thermal detonators, and then there's like pure on.
I was slightly trickier in that I actually did trick shots.
Oh, so you were just bouncing your,
Yeah,
your shots?
I did the alt fire on the bowcaster.
That's actually a pretty good idea, actually.
Right, and now we
Actually, funnily enough, this actually brings me to talk about the mechanics in Sonic Boom Fire and Ice, because that's what Tails has right now in the game, where he has like a blaster of some sort that can ricochet off of certain surfaces and walls and whatnot. You know, to unlock areas and whatnot.
Of course, he would never use it to hurt people.
No. Although you can if you want
So,
to.
there you go, proof positive again. All these cameras, they knew I was coming. So who else knows that I'm coming, I wonder?
Wait, is Fire and Ice now out?
Yes, it's been out. It came out this week.
Okay, sorry, I've been a bit
Wow, I
preoccupied.
actually hit a checkpoint. Can you believe that?
This game has checkpoints.
And there's a very good reason for this. Right. I'm going to give you
Because
warning
something
now. As this starts, there's going to be a heck of a lot of laser fire.
Looking for something?
Not anymore.
Yeah,
You're
I've
Reelo
been
Baruk.
somewhat distracted by many conventions.
Does it matter?
Not really.
Oh, I can't blame you.
Any last words?
Although, on the plus
respectable
side, at the
gangster
last
like
one
you
I went
doing
to,
next
I
to
got
a
to meet
remnant
someone who
slime
I
like
never
the
thought I'd
sun?
ever actually meet, because he lives in Croatia and is part of Crow Team.
I was going to say, I don't live in Croatia. What are you talking about? You met me there.
No, the Serious Sam VR team were there, and I've been speaking to a guy who works there. I'm going to horribly pronounce his name. It's something like Demjam. And I believe he's head of their music, but he's also their CMO. But yeah, I've been chatting to him recently via networking, and yeah, nice to meet him.
That's good. Oh, although I want to say there, it's like that dude there. You know, he's been eating way too many pies. It's like, just this, you know, it's like I thought I had a big belly and whatnot, but nah, it's like that alien there. Yeah, he's definitely been letting himself go.
Oh, this might sound horrible. I actually had a guy who I had to demo a game for, and I had to put the PSVR headset on him. And I don't know if this really counts as large, but his head was so big, the PSVR kit barely fit on his head without breaking.
Wow. And that's out in 2 weeks, so I'm wondering how that's gonna be like when the when I get mine, because I've got quite a big head myself. Like
no, nowhere near as big as this guy. No, seriously, no.
Speaking of Serious Sam VR, be sure to check out VR Focus on Tuesday, I believe. Where we have a
Cool. Yeah, what they were actually there for, apart from just demoing the game itself, they'd been working with Vive to do this mixed reality thing where they had like basically a whole green room and a minigun, which a physical minigun.
That was them.
Yeah.
As I'm shot through the crotch.
I even have a video of me using it.
So
nice.
I wondered who that was.
Yeah, that was Bertie.
Well, really, Kevin, it could only be one of two people. Either, developers of Serious Sam or developers of Duke Nukem. but, because that's the only ridiculousness that, ridiculous kind of like thing.
Oh, wow, this is a lot of firefighting. But yeah, they teamed up with Vive to do this mixed reality thing. Yeah, that was definitely a shot for the goal. I will send you guys a link to it later.
I mean, so far the only VR game I'm, pretty much gonna be playing to a certain extent is the game that I finally got that bloody platinum for. Of course, in my absence of healing up and whatnot, I've been obviously doing the one thing that passes the time is playing games, and
catching up.
Well, I wouldn't say catching up. More like playing the games that were out, and I just never got around to doing them.
As everyone call it, their own personal piles of shame. There's no shame at all in not having any time to play video games.
This title is a different kind of shame. Well, I wouldn't say shame, more of a case of like some people don't like it, and it's a series that's not really bringing much new to the table. But I recently got the platinum for the Project Eva X.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Getting the platinum on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, guess how many hours it took me to get that?
120.
You're close.
123.
No. Well, I'll say it because guessing.
We could be here all week otherwise.
Oh, yeah, we'll be here all week. It was 108. 108 hours. And here's the kicker. Mm-hmm. One of the trophies is getting all the events that happen in the game. So like gift events, celebrations of birthdays, and blah 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 blah. One of them is also getting all the modules for all the characters. That's like all the costumes. But that is the most difficult one of all, because some of the modules are locked as kind of like special prizes for doing certain things and whatnot. And one of them, or well, technically two, is revolved around the final extremely hard medley of songs of the Hatsune Miku Vocaloid series, and you'd have to not only beat the song, but you also have to beat chance time, and actually get invoke the transformation sequence, as it would be known.
As I surf down a tube. Yeah.
That's transforming, all right. So, but with what was it? The bye, Random Genius. He's off. Don't know how long that message has been up there, but yeah. But with that, it's very difficult. being that not like all those kind of like things are, not only are they acquired through random drops in other songs and whatnot, which is stupid and time consuming, but the major one is trying to beat the extremely hard medley song on the highest difficulty, with a set point percentage that you need to get to actually clear it and whatnot. It's kind of ridiculous. So the easy way of doing that, the easiest way of getting all the modules is actually paying for them.
Jan's not with me on this one.
And that there is kind of the kind of twist of the knife, shall we say.
We're free Lando.
Yay.
Good.
He's run off.
I want to try more of the Hatsumiku stuff, but
I would. Dex.
And yes, we can kill Lando.
Why would you kill Lando?
So I can do this fantastical pose.
When it says game over, yeah.
It's very up-to-date internet style. Anyway. Let's not kill Lando, as amusing as it is.
Oh.
It's not that amusing.
No, it's the pose. It's like what have I done?
That was the end of the level. We actually found 6 out of 7 secret areas there. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
All the back to tanks.
All the back to tanks everywhere we found. And we are now in... Right, so we've got new force powers. Force speed's gone up to rank 2. And that's your
Force
lot,
jump.
basically.
No more. We need more force jump.
Well, that's at level 2.
Needs to be level
Still
5.
stuck on this.
We gotta get to the ship.
Hello.
I think it's
coming.
this way.
No, Lando. Don't run off, Lando. I wanted to see if I can charge up my weapons, if that's okay with you.
Nope.
Silly Lando. Smuggling idiots.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the only game that I can really think that I've not yet completed that I've probably spent more time than that in is Disgaea. Any Disgaea game.
Yeah.
Because
I know how extensive and long those games can be, or in general any RPG series. I mean, what was it? Blue Dragon.
How's it look?
I think Blue Dragon pretty much equated to the same amount of time I took in Project FX, but still, I still think that it's just kind of annoying that even though obviously you don't have to buy the unlock DLC to get all the modules. You can theoretically, if you wanted to, get them the legitimate long way, but the legitimate long way is stupid. and they intentionally made it stupid so that way you would pay for the money to unlock all the modules, because they know there are people such as myself who would be frustratedly pissed at trying to unlock every single bloomin' module, of which there are 300 of.
So not enough.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, it's like, F that noise, I'm out of here. It's like, I don't want to be staying here any longer. I mean, granted, I will play it more of a casual way. There we go. I'll say it that way. I'll play it more casually when the VR comes out, because I want to see what the VR experience is.
Oh yeah,
because
it comes with VR, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'll come out as a free update, I think.
There is 2 Hatsune Miku VR items coming out, actually.
Oh yeah, there's the concert one as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna say, because Project Diva X is advertised on the PlayStation Network store, which, by the way, Sega, thanks for shafting the UK audience and Europe again with not releasing a physical version of the game. Thank you very much. You're very welcome. Please don't do it again. And if you do, fuck you. And but yeah, on the PlayStation Store, obviously they just call it as a PlayStation VR game, and the VR is not even out yet. So they're already ahead of the game when branding their VR games that are now available. So
yeah, well, it's in Europe. You can pre-order them on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
I think
X is out.
Yeah. No, but
X is the only VR game that is out, but it doesn't have its VR features active yet.
There's a couple that are getting updates via a patch. There's a few.
Super Stardust as well.
Stardust, Super Stardust, which isn't confirmed yet for the US at the time of recording, bizarrely. It's this weird thing that Super Stardust VR mode there's no details about it at all. It's confirmed for Europe, but not for America.
Who's? I'm trying to think where the developer's based.
I don't know. I think they're American, which makes it even more confusing.
Super Stardust developer. I can't
remember. The main would definitely know who they are. She loves that game. Or she loves the franchise. I don't know if she's played any of the other sequels to the franchise.
She played I think she played the Vita one last time. I went to see her because it was on my Vita.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Good luck. But yeah, it's
I'm going to assume it's an American studio of some kind, but I'm not.
But yeah, one of the things I found quite interesting is that not every game that is going to be available on launch is available for pre-order.
Yeah. Also, another factor. Of course, I only just knew about this. What was it? The demo disc that you get with the VR won't have.
It won't have the same amount of games as it does in the US. The US is getting 18 games, and we're getting 8.
And also we get it in a cardboard sleeve, and they get it in a nice actual jewel case.
And the reason is localization.
Yes.
Yeah, which is baffling, because again, I always hate it when it comes to localization of games that are done, like US games. Obviously, it's always because of spelling. That's always how it's boiled down to. I mean, look at the bloomin' Scribblenauts franchise, where it takes almost a year before they can actually release a Scribblenauts game from the US market to the UK market or European market, whatever, because just how many different words are spelt.
There was a really weird one years ago, where how was it? So it was the Mega Man Zero collection, where it took ages to get from the US to over here, but then when it got over to Europe, they went, "We're not going to release it in the UK because anyone that would have bought it already imported it."
Now that's lazy.
That is my biggest problem.
And no. This is the thing. It's like because I actually sent them an email at the time going, "Look, I want to buy this game. I can't find a pre-order for the UK. Oh, it's not coming out in the UK. Why? Because there's no point." They wouldn't give me any other answer than that. I actually had to dig it up from elsewhere.
Yeah, and that's stupid, because that's taking away potential sales off a game, because you can't just assume that a game it's like, oh, there's no point of releasing it over there because people already imported it. It's like, no. Like for myself, I have 4 copies of Anarchy Reigns. I have 2 Japanese ones, and for both Xbox 360 and PS3, and the same for the UK versions, because I was that wanting of that game and so supportive of that game that I did that. I originally imported the 360 version because I couldn't wait for that amount of time, and then when the UK version did come out, I bought both the PS3 and the 360 versions. You know, simply for the fact that I wanted to support that game. I wanted to support Platinum Games because it's a damn good game. And anyone who has a very narrow-minded, judgmental kind of like, you know, outlook on that, you know, then you're wrong.
Well, all I'm going to say is I'm going to be, well, as I'm sure Kevin will be as well, going to be very busy over the next month, basically.
Yes, let's see. Again, time of recording, we are a very short time indeed away from PlayStation VR launch.
11 days.
There's Connect. There is a Valve-based
Valve developer.
There is a thing with Google having an event, which is going to have stuff to do with their Daydream system, which is the replacement for, well, it's not really the replacement, it is the partner. It means it's the replacement for the Google Cardboard. And this is all like within the space of 8 days.
Yeah, something like that. I said PSVR is out in 11 days, which is my main one.
I was gonna say all those companies really need to get, or you know, actually organize their shit up there.
I actually think you'll find that's kind of the point.
Well, they want to one up the competition and have
basically,
you know, a press release or a press event for press, you know, on the exact same day as another one.
Oculus Connect was known about for ages, and then Google put something smack down the middle of it.
It kind of recalls to, you know, the Monday Night War between WCW and WWE and whatnot, you know, where they like to one up each other.
Well, what's quite interesting?
I guess Google is like, you know, it's like, well, you can go over to that other event and you know, see that.
I like the idea of Paul Malarkey as Eric Bischoff, by the way.
Yeah. and saying, oh, what was it? Oculus Connect?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like just hear the quote saying it's like, oh, that Oculus Connect will definitely put some butts in some seats.
I will say there was an interesting thing that my boss put up yesterday, which was yesterday or today, where we actually had someone come to one of our booths complaining that we didn't have Xbox varieties of a certain game playing. And they were basically like, why isn't it there? You should be there. Why don't you just go to Xbox and ask them? It's like, well, one, Xbox don't actually have a standard EGX, as far as I can tell. Phil, you might have to back me up on this one, because you were there.
If he's still alive.
I don't think they had an official presence. He says.
This is the thing. There was a few Xbox Ones around. There was Final Fantasy 15 had a few, and I'm assuming Gears of War was running on Xbox One. No, it wasn't. It was running on Windows 10.
They were at Insomnia in Force.
Yeah, exactly. So it seemed a bit weird they weren't at EGX. That much.
I am really lost as to where to go.
But yeah, that was just one of the curiosities. But it's like, it's not the fact we don't like Microsoft. It's just that was what was available to us. So that's what we brought. But you know, it kind of gets back to the whole. I was too young to remember. Were people that kind of ferociously loyal over the Sega Nintendo wars?
Probably. I mean, especially in the US, it was definitely more effective. In the UK,
I've actually written on this subject. I would say that there's a sort of a different kind of war, in that it's the anti-console war, because you have PC people who don't want things from
Oh, yeah.
style. Oh shit. Who don't want the console style exclusivity. They don't want, because there's this thing about that if it's on VR, then it has to be on every single platform apparently, because otherwise it's not fair. And there is such a thing as, you know, I'm going to end up writing about this next couple of weeks. Actually, that there's this weird thing where for VR people don't want competition, and whilst for consoles it's like, oh yeah, because there's like, it's accepted that, you know, hey, you won't get Mario on a PlayStation, and you won't get Halo on a PlayStation, and you won't get whatever the fuck PlayStation has that nobody else has. Or you won't get Kingdom Hearts, let's say. You won't get Kingdom Hearts on a Nintendo system or something like that.
Here comes Dumblecross to counteract
or on
that.
Xbox or something like you won't. But
Kingdom Hearts 3 is on Xbox.
Yeah.
Is it?
And Kingdom Hearts has been on Nintendo.
See, the one thing that they had, they don't have anymore. Okay, Yakuza. There you go, Yakuza. You're not going to get Yakuza on an Xbox or something like that. But whilst there is like console exclusivity for games, it's not allowed to happen for some reason. There's this mentality it's not allowed to happen for VR, and
I think part of it is like a weird, or not a weird, a worry that it's basically going to go the same route as all the other kind of.
Well, it will. It's an inevitability.
Yakuza's on Wii U sales.
It's hard to tell.
Well, but that's the thing. You need to have competition in order for a market to grow.
Yeah,
this
is the thing, and for some reason people don't. Well, and it's especially true of the two PC related ones. So the two main PC related ones, which is obviously the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive, and both of them do different things. Yeah. There's this, and you know, they both do different things. They're designed to do different things, and yet for some reason, the fact that, you know, certain games come out for one and not for the other, or the developer hasn't, you know, done one or the other initially, is such a big thing that, you know, it shouldn't happen at all. And there should be no difference between the two of them. In which case, why is there two of them? If you in saying that, what you're saying is, I don't want to have to choose between two specific platforms, because they are platforms, whether you like it or not. Or it should work with both. They're different things. You know, you can't have. It's the equivalent of saying, well, a game should work with every joystick ever.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. They don't.
Yeah.
The assumption that VR itself is a single platform.
Yes.
Yay! I understood something for once.
There's this, like I say, there's this very, very strange, to me anyway, thing that, you know, if one isn't as good because it doesn't do the thing that the other one does, is the other thing. I mean, the Rift doesn't do room scale. The Vive does room scale. That's its thing. And because of that, you know, there's people who say, well, there's no point in the Rift, so just don't do the Rift.
What's been quite interesting from like demoing though is a lot of people. I say a lot of people. A lot of people who previously used.
Oh dear. We're chatting about all sorts of things other than Star Wars.
Yeah, while you're just aimlessly wandering around.
I have no idea how to get through.
Because this is a stupid game.
Yeah, well, people are kind of... what I've noticed when I've been demoing to people is a lot of people see PlayStation VR as kind of an acceptable, yes, this is for all the people that want to get into VR if they can't afford Oculus or they can't afford PC.
Yeah, it's the beginner's VR.
But the part that's interested me is that a lot of those people that have come there going, I expect this to be a lot worse than Oculus or Vive, I'd say 80 to 90% of them have been like, actually, it doesn't actually make enough difference for me to make a big fuss about it unless I'm really, really focusing on it. But certainly a lot of people on our demo have just literally gone, by the time I look for it to start with, but then when I start actually getting to the gameplay, I don't notice it. There's one I vividly remember because he just spent the entire time complaining about how horrible PlayStation was and how it's going to ruin the games industry in general. Yeah.
Wow, it's like I think he's 21 years late on that party.
Well, there's
or 20.
there was something similar again, which I read about, which is the Oculus has, in a number of instances, paid money to studios to say, create a game for us. At which point they have unsurprisingly created a game for them. That game is going to appear on the Oculus Rift and nowhere else. That is the most terrible thing in the world. Oh my goodness, how dare they do that? And what people are saying, and this is really beyond measure, I think there's something in here, but I can't remember if there is or not.
Isn't that where you came down from the elevator from Lando?
I don't know. Because this whole area, this is weird. I keep thinking there's something in here. I need to do something in here. But anyway, but people were saying they would rather nothing had been made at all. People would rather have nothing made at all than have something on a system which they would not necessarily be able to play. They'd rather nobody have the experience. They'd rather the studio not make any money. They'd rather have no creativity at all from the industry than have the gall for it to appear on a system which wasn't theirs necessarily.
But you have to remember
Are you saying this is the general public who doesn't want this to happen?
This is the VR enthusiasts.
The thing is, though, a lot of these people,
really, isn't it? When you think about it,
a lot of these people, though, honestly, just have no idea how the world in general works.
Oh, of course not. They're all idiots.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, as far as I've always been concerned, the majority of the world is made of those people, unfortunately.
Indeed. I full-heartedly agree. But
that's because you've worked in retail.
Yes, of course. for over 10 years.
Right, okay, I might be getting something.
Hopefully.
Okay, right. So it's up here. No, we can just fall off, apparently. That's fine.
Oh yeah, you were trying to get up on that box over there.
Yeah, you got to try and get up on the top, you see. Yeah. Hello to everyone who's still watching, by the way.
Or surviving.
Right, so it's up here. Over this pipe. Onto the roof of this thing.
Why does this game need to have such ridiculous jumps? Yeah.
Because that was considered normal.
It feels very floaty.
That was considered the time.
Look at this secret area.
Yeah.
Free back to tanks. Thank you very much.
All the back to tanks.
All the back to tanks. All the back to tanks. All around the world. Back to tanks. Where is it that we want to go? I really have no idea. It wasn't there. It just gave me no further options to move, so...
So this is look at guide for next time.
So I need to get over that side. But how do I do so? Do I take a weird leap of faith from there? Because surely that's still further away.
You can't use force speed and force jump at the same time, can
I
you?
was just considering this, actually, funnily enough. Oh, shit.
Because there was another like jutting out platform somewhere
yeah,
around.
there's that, which I'm gonna to redo this again anyway, because stuff. Okay. Right. Anywhere else? This way, just so we don't lose any health. Fuck, now I keep pressing F9, which is load. As opposed to F8, which is quick save. Curses!
Oh, well, you can take less fall damage this time. Because you were back down something like 64 health anyway.
Yeah, that's why I went back up there in the first place when I realised I was going to get stuck here. Anyway. Must have been again. Lightsaber time. I will try the let's run, let's jump. You may have noticed, by the way back when I was in that fiery bottomed pit, that now that I've got full speed, there is a chance I can dodge out of the way of those snipers. So that's a thing. Nope. Is the answer.
Doesn't work.
Nope is the answer. We may have to just leave it here, I think. I'm going to give it like 5 more minutes, and then if it's not, it's not. I'm surprised if the post is going to get cut out.
But you'll miss all our conversation about...
Well, I'll very kindly get rid of half the death. Because where do you go? It's very nice doing the war run, but at the same time, you know.
Apologies for that.
Load anything through here? No. Hello again, Lando. I can't get to your ship. I'm so sorry. Of course, you could be slightly more help than just standing there. Just saying. Anyway, so the whole point of this, what we're supposed to be doing, is sorting out the power for Lando's ship for Lady Luck. Because, funnily enough, Reelo didn't honour his commitments. And, yeah, his ship's in a bit of a mess. How do I... Is that a platform there? There isn't much in the way of, you know, natural level, you know, go this way. You may have noticed.
Again, I think that may be a trait from the time.
Indeed. Could be anything. Could be anything, could be anywhere. We know that there's rooms over the far end. We know that there's rooms over at the far end for stuff. And we've already been shot at from multiple times, from multiple angles. How do you get over there? So ideally you need to get through here somewhere, but then you can't get through there. It's a mystery. It's an absolute mystery. Just set you back down here, so I'm not sure what you're supposed to do. There is clearly some thing that I'm supposed to do. So press E all the way in this dark room where there's surely something.
Do you not still have your night vision goggles to see in that dark room?
That is a very good point.
I will admit I kind of doubting there's anything in there, but...
Might as well confirm it for the sake of...
And I'm assuming there's nothing down the red pit of doom.
There is, you know. One of those tanks was slightly smaller.
But is that just a secret, or...?
No, it's the way you get freaking through.
Yay!
Welcome back, by the way, Phil.
How long have I not said anything? Because I've just unplugged and replugged my mic in.
Several years.
Oh dear. I have been saying things, but silence. I wasn't mute or anything, it's just my mic is crap. I apologise for those that just had the bleep on YouTube.
Beep.
Thank you, Kat, for confirming that she exists as well.
Beep beep.
Wait, does double beep mean no?
She's double beep now. I think she was double cross.
Beep 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 beep.
Also, you seem to be stealing Turbo's dialogue.
Beep, beep, beep.
I'm now worried about reversing lorries.
That gun's got me pinned down. Think you can take it?
I'll see what I can do.
That's one.
And now I've had a heart attack. Because of the reversing lorry.
I can imagine as a driver. I'm gonna
well,
feel...
I mean, it's more a case of where I work at the moment, because I work in essentially a secured parking area in a porta cabin where there are lorries regularly. You get a bit paranoid about them.
It's right, you can feel sorry for the people that I might have to drive up to Manchester.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. The Manchester Road is not a nice road.
Thanks, Kyle. I should
Well, we're going to take the M6 toll.
Oh, shoot!
Yeah, that doesn't make it much better.
I think
M6 toll is overpriced.
I'm also going to mention I might be the one driving.
Yeah.
Oh, crumbs. Right, save.
This is turning into an action-packed one. After however many minutes of romping.
Kill him! Kill him, you fool! Waggle your death stick at him. There we go. There were so many death sticks. And I got home and everything.
Is it just me, or has Kev actually done a very good job of dodging a lot of stuff?
Yeah, I'd say better than
Based on the last 2 hours.
yeah, although your lightsaber throwing could do with a bit of aiming.
I need more saber throw power. As you can see, folks, I don't have that much in there. Okay, now where do I go? Can't go through there, apparently.
I know, but you might want to use a back tank.
Save. Look, there's a funky platform.
Don't forget. Never forget.
This is why I was dying all that time and not watching, because Phil was reminding me to save. We should have known.
Yeah, I
he was missing.
apologise. I apologise for everyone that's
It's actually all Phil's fault. All of
voice.
it. It's Phil's fault. All of it.
Well, to be fair, you could just remember to save on your own and not have a Phil that sits on your shoulder.
But
Just
then
don't
I
forget.
won't get to hear your lovely voice, Phil.
Lies. My voice isn't lovely.
Oh, am I supposed to jump up there? If so, that's very silly.
Is this
Properly
jumping?
silly if I've got to jump up there.
Is it jumping up to where that turret was?
Yes, I got a feeling from that small little platform, I think.
That'll be fine.
That's very silly. That's very silly. Save. Well, managed to do it though. Right. There you go. Kill the saber throw. One's for you, Phil.
Yay!
Okay. Power cell ammo, power cell ammo. We're actually making a lot of nice progress here. And another bit. Collecting bolts and all sorts. Dun, 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 dun. The time is coming. Murdering fools. Have you seen Katarn? Everyone side by. Right, so we have a control panel, which is always good. And it kills us.
Good work, Kyle. Looks like we have access to the star pad now. I'll start prepping the
So
ship. Meet
many
you inside.
rooms. So many places.
Right, we've got access to somewhere now. Right.
How many times do you have to kill Greedo?
They're
the
just
Rhodians.
is-
The
they're not
Rhodians
all
are
green,
kind. I think they call them Rhodians. Somebody.
I'm sorry, what?
Rhodians?
Their race has a particular name.
Yeah. So it's just I heard bronies for a second. I went, what?
Your ears perked up.
No, I just went. No, I'm pretty sure it's not that.
Hey, buddy. Glad
But
you
I better
made it.
ask for
Unfortunately,
clarification.
they didn't bother the
Yeah,
computer.
it's definitely not ponies.
Right,
It's
we've got a
bronies.
boss. Well, I think a boss fight.
We've got company.
Is it a
Get to
spaceship?
the ship.
Get to the ship, I've been told. Oh shoot. Must I? How do I get to the ship?
Um,
God
follow
damn,
the
Lando
directions.
Calrissian. Also, R2D2 is here. Didn't I kill you in the last episode?
He came back.
He was just poorly for a while.
He dies hard. That's what he does.
Nice
Ooh,
shoot,
checkpoint.
partner.
Okay, yeah, it's giving you ammo and health. Yeah, this has to be a boss.
Well, it's not really a boss. More of a.
Boss fight is probably accurate, actually.
Well, I was gonna say more of an enemy rush.
Yeah.
Or a bum rush, as it would be.
Oops. My
Lando
saber throw
seems to be
kind
doing
of went
a good job,
through Lando on the way back, but I don't care. Anyway.
Hold them off while I try to start her up.
Hold
What was that? Ed? What was? What was that,
Fucking
Josh?
hell, no,
I
get
can't
away
remember
from
it.
there.
Oh, that's a bad place.
Kyle, we've got a problem.
So what's new?
There's no fuel coming through the line. They must have the valve closed. at
Also,
the main
yeah,
pump.
don't
See
let
if you
Lando
can get out
die.
there and open the right valve. They use a code
Might
system
be
to make
useful.
sure you get the right one. And you'll still need to find the controls for the roof sections. They have to be around here somewhere.
Take care of himself.
I'll get everything ready to go here. Good
It's the
luck.
more important
No,
thing
no,
for
not
that.
if you throw your bloomin' lightsaber in his general direction.
Then he shouldn't get in the way.
Right, hang on a
But you
minute.
can
So,
let R2D2 die.
There's an X. I've already killed him in 3PO once. There's an X and the sort of thing on the red one. Okay.
The thing is, they're droids, so they can be rebuilt.
Do you die?
This ship is rather luxurious.
It's owned by.
A senator.
owned by Lando Calrissian. I'm not quite sure what else to say for that.
The man likes to travel in style.
Indeed he
Lady Luck,
does.
remember? He calls it Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt.
What's the new objective?
I was gonna say it definitely puts what's it, glider? Or
Woo! Hello. Where have you
Gillinder?
sprung from?
Oh, I can't remember his name exactly, but it's one of the characters from Skies of Arcadia. The dashing kind of like pirate, who's
Yeah.
with red overalls
Gilder
and Claudia with his ship.
Yeah. Is it Glider or Gilder?
It's
I
something like that. Yeah,
Possible.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say
Because
it's
that's
possible.
what. Because I think that's probably the sky pirate version of Lando essentially.
Yay, more snipers.
Just what you need.
Yes, Kevin. You needed to tidy up the trash and force push that dead body off of that bridge. Very
it was
necessary.
important, otherwise-
Gotta keep the streets clean. Yeah.
Remember, Planeteers, always recycle. Keep
Your
ships
corpses.
Don't throw your corpses down the bottomless pit.
Okay, the fuel's coming in. We just need that roof open now.
Cat, is that what? Context, please.
Don't click on the picture.
So you know how I was mentioning earlier how getting Mark Hamill would be easy for this game because Mark Hamill is actually a voice actor? No, that's actually the guy who voices Luke Skywalker in this.
Is it not him?
Well, there you go.
No, in a great number of the video games, it's this guy called Bob Bergen.
Lies.
Okay.
He's been
No,
voicing
Cat,
Luke
you're telling lies.
Skywalker since X-Wing vs TIE Fighter
Lies,
in
lies,
1997.
Well, there you go.
Lies.
They couldn't afford Mark Hamill.
Well, here's the thing. It's like Mark Hamill can be quite the busy man because
From
he's
1997 to Battlefront Elite Squadron in 2009.
But here's another thing. Obviously, that I hate in voice acting for the US anyway, or well, US and English speaking projects. They tend to not try to get to have a consistency of voice actors for roles, because it's always the case with anime when they do it English
I
dub.
think they do try to put some effort in,
And
but
I don't
at the
think
end of
this
the
is
day,
a
the
matter of they don't try for consistency, and especially in terms of anime, when different dubbers pick up shows in the same franchise.
If it's different,
Different dubbing studios have different voice actor pools.
yeah, I know that. But when it is the same person, like the same person or the same production studio doing it
In regards to celebrity voice acting and stuff, they may not be able to make the time to return to do the voice recording.
Meanwhile, in Star Wars,
the voice actor unleashed.
Meanwhile in Star Wars, the unsung hero.
Katarn. who's now been retconned.
Stole.
No,
It's
no,
I think if I-
Katarn's Jeff Bennett, that's no one's
It's all
so hero.
retcon to Mark Hamill. Everyone is Mark Hamill. It's Mark Hamill
Jeff
doing
Bennett,
an impression
Mark
of Billy D.
Hamill now.
Williams.
Bye, R2.
It was actually Billy D.
You
Williams.
are a
so
little
I
bit
think
behind.
it's there.
Um,
We succeeded there.
I can't help that. It's
Good work, Kyle. We're set to go. Get back to the ship.
Nah,
and let's get
actually,
out of
Jeff
here.
Bennett, you are a hero.
okay. Let's go through this.
Why
Go
did
through
they
that way
retcon
because we don't want to
Falcon?
do that again.
Jeff Bennett, you are a good man.
You're also Mark Hamill.
No.
Kevin's not gonna let that down, is he?
Everybody's Mark Hamill now.
Everybody is Mark Hamill.
Darth Vader is Mark
Are you
Hamill.
You're
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
I was
You're
gonna
Mark
say
Hamill.
that's the bad wish of Peter Griffin made, making everyone Robin Williams.
And when everybody's Mark Hamill, no one will be.
No, I don't
Okay,
think that can
okay,
actually work on the voice of Mark Hamill.
Syndrome.
When everybody's Mark Hamill, everybody will be Mark Hamill.
When everybody is a super voice actor, no one will be. Anyway,
We're out of here.
let's get out of here.
Yay.
No, we are very legitimately getting the
That
hell out of
doesn't
here.
sound
It's the
good.
end of the
Yeah.
level. No, it's
I don't
not.
believe
Good.
it. It's not my fault.
No, it's not.
Uh-oh.
No, there's another defend phase, and then you have to do a space battle.
Oh,
No, remember Reelo Baruk? Did you have to do with him?
Better get on the gun and hold
Oh,
on.
yeah.
He's fixing a jiffy.
We didn't kill him yet, did we?
so this is your boss fight with him then.
Your
What am I doing?
enthusiasm is palatable. Yeah,
Look getting on my laser guns.
palatable.
First things first, kill Reelo Baruk. We've got the fucking turret.
Better work.
Alright, he's dead.
I haven't even seen the start of the fight yet.
All
That was
right,
easy.
Say goodbye to this wretched
I think I
hive
just
of
may have
scum
missed
and
the
villainy,
fight.
And
Oh,
hello
no, wait.
to Cloud
Here we go.
City.
Need any help?
Just sit back
So
and get
we're off to
some
Cloud
rest.
City, everybody,
I'll work out a
and
plan
that's
to
where
get
we're
the
going to be
Sand and
next
his remnant
week.
friends
And
out of our
oh
city.
boy, that's fun.
you thought what tonight's session was fun?
I can tell
I-
you,
I-
one of the
On second thought,
Blind
Tavion,
pitfalls in our future.
kill her.
Kyle! Oh!
There was a fair few of them in this one,
Kyle,
to be
wake
fair.
up.
Okay,
No.
that effect
No,
of them
shit.
going through space, that's
Kyle,
just
are you okay?
lazy.
it's very all the time.
While you were sleeping, I hailed the New Republic.
Is that you
base on
can
Solid.
just have
They
like
haven't shown much
stars
interest
just
in our little
going,
smuggling
you know,
problem in the past, but now that they know
passing
Remnant
by.
forces
You can
have been
you can do a
handled,
Windows
they're eager to
95
protect. A strike
screensaver
team should be arriving
effect.
on Beslan within
You
a
know,
few
I mean
hours.
that was more
No.
convincing than
I
that.
thought you'd be happy.
In fact, yeah, but that's
think
not
it's
swirling.
swirling blue
And we'll catch
But
you
effects.
later.
that's
You think
hyperspace
Hassan
in
isn't
Star
as
Wars.
important as clearing the city.
Alright,
Jan's dad, Lando. The son and his
so
minions.
now, so Kyle's just
better.
admitted that
That's
Jan's
right,
dead.
Okay, here's what we'll
So
do.
Lando's
what-
previous
I'll drop you
jokes
off on the lower levels.
are slightly
They've
awkward
probably
now.
been overrun by remnant
Oh.
troops, so watch
but,
out. Chances are
one
that
of the levels coming up,
bays above level 10.
there's a
So you'll
droid.
never get in without the proper access codes.
And we have
Wait,
to
when
God,
did-
Kyle was
we
sleeping
have
with
to
his eyes open.
protect the
I've
droid.
hidden an old R5
When
unit
did
there
Jan
with
die?
codes to every
No.
loading bay in the city.
Oh,
always
spoiler,
get planned
Josh,
for
right at the
worse.
beginning.
Ever since that run-in with Vader. Anyway,
Did I
I'll
miss
head up
that
top and
part?
gather
I
some
don't
old friends
remember.
in the security force.
Yes, you did.
The
We'll work our
Dark
way down
Jedi's
towards your
apprentice
position.
killed her.
If we're lucky, we can trap Dasan before the new
And then-
Republic arrives.
Kyle went to the Valley of the Jedi to get his powers back.
Well, she survived 2 games. You gotta give her that.
Anyway, so so one of the levels coming up. There's a droid. It's very nice. We get this very nice little CG cutscene as we approach Cloud City. Turn the windscreen wipers on to get rid of this hand, this severed hand that's floating in midair. We'll get rid of that. Also, this junk that you find out here. Yeah, so one of the levels coming up, we've got to find a droid which has codes in it. Then we have to protect the droid as the droid trundles along at droid speed. Guess
Oh,
what?
dear.
The droid can be sniped.
Oh dear.
The droid will trundle along in its own way. The droid will take a couple of hits and then explode.
Droid! child.
It's the most frustrating thing. You thought that was frustrating. This is frustrating in a completely different manner. But at least here, in this level coming up, we will start to get into other lightsaber wielders. I'm just going to leave it with that. Tune in not next week, because I'm busy, but tune in a couple of weeks when we'll be going through everything.
Tune in eventually when we find out that not everybody is Mark Hamill again.
Yeah, no, you see this cloud effect here? That's Mark Hamill. Everybody is Mark Hamill.
I'm not Mark Hamill.
Everybody's Mark Hamill, and I prove it to you. Mark!
Hello.
Yard.
See, he's fallen into Mark Hamill's magnificence and died. That's all you need to know. But he died happy, knowing that he himself was Mark Hamill. Yeah. We'll be back next week with myself and Mark Hamill, and we'll be talking about how he's everybody, and how all of you are Mark Hamill as well, in your own special way. Each and every one of us is Mark Hamill. So, but until then, thank you very much to Phil Hamill, to Kat Hamill, to John Hamill, and to Josh Hamill, who are obviously the slightly lesser Hamills on the scale of Mark. But they've been kind enough to descend upon us with their presence and talk about the Almighty One. And I hope you will spread the word of Mark Hamill.
Okay, this is getting a little too culty here.
Have you heard the good word of Mark? Have you heard the good word of Mark Hamill? I say the good word. He's a voice actor. He speaks many good words. Many good words. Some of them not very well written, but
this is as bad as the old church's stick.
Anyway, please donate to the cult. The Church of Hamill, and we're back in a fortnight's time. For more Star Wars, Jedi Knight II, the search for Mark Hamill's voice actor credit. Bye.
Bye.